Hello and welcome back to Botania, and we're going to be attempting to persuade this guy. Now, here's the thing. Look at this. He is the Lord of Varnovopol and Sibir, and they are both towns extremely close by to us right now, and I would love to be able to persuade him. So let's see if we can make this work. Oh yeah, nice critical success to start it off. And then what else do we have going on here? Yeah, what about this one? 86% chance. We're basically just going to play the percentages as much as I possibly can here, and boom. All right, maybe he's going to join us for free. He does. He does join us for free. I can't believe it. Well, maybe I can, because he's an Empire vassal, and Empire vassals generally are much more likely to join you for free than, say, VLANDians, for example. Anyway, Varnovopol and Sibir have both now been taken just purely from one persuasion conversation. That's exactly the reason why there is so much importance placed on leveling up your charm skill, because once you've leveled it up, and if you're a particularly valorous character, you're going to have a fantastic time. And as a result, boom, we just gained additional territory super easily. Oh yeah, now, oh wow. That was perfect timing. Do you see that? That was absolutely perfect timing. The Khuzait have now made peace with the Botanians, and I don't know whether you realized, because I certainly didn't, but someone did in the comments, and you mentioned that the fiefs that Misui brought along to our faction in the previous episode formed a line of fiefs, and I believe she brought along Argeron, Amprila, and Balticand. I believe that was it. Maybe Saniopa as well. I think it is Saniopa as well. Yes, because that's her banner right there. So she brought along 4 fiefs, and well, it's just crazy. I mean, literally, just look at that. That is so amazing. And you gave the rather poignant suggestion for me to literally go into the north and try and attack there. And that is exactly what I was actually going to do. I was going to do a siege here, and I was going to call for an army and so on. And then I ran into Desporion, who, of course, is the guy. You know, he's the guy to speak to in the north. And, well, I didn't need to, you know. I didn't need to speak to him, because now we are at peace with the Khuzait. Well, technically I did need to speak to him, but I didn't need to fight him or anything like that, and I didn't need to go into any sieges or anything. So that was amazing. Perfect timing. That never usually happens to me, by the way. I usually have probably one of the worst cases of luck that you can ever see in any form of Bannerlord content. I have the worst luck. But there you go. That was pretty cool. That was actually fantastic. Pretty much perfect for us to work that out. And now I can head down to Lycaron, and maybe we can do a bit of a siege. Maybe we can do a bit of a siege to eliminate the Southern Empire once and for all. And once we have eliminated the Southern Empire... Oh, the Khuzait are now turning their attention to the VLANDians. But yes, once we've eliminated the Southern Empire, hopefully many of their vassals will end up leaving and potentially joining us. Because we are, I think, the strongest faction, maybe apart from VLANDIA. Let's actually just take a quick look at that. Yeah, no, we are actually the strongest faction at the moment. But it's going to come down to the Khuzait, the Aserai, and the VLANDians. Seems like that happens quite often. Ooh, hello there. Botania is now declaring war on the VLANDians. They must have annoyed us somehow. Not entirely sure how they did that, but I'm going to go over to Varagos Castle. I actually wanted to wage war against the VLANDians for quite some time now because, well, it's pretty obvious why. Because they have a number of fiefs in and around this area. I'm actually going to be attacking Joron here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to be speaking to him, I think. If I can. Because I think he is actually the leader of his own clan as well. Yes, he indeed is. Fantastic. All right, so I think... I don't know whether he has any fiefs, but personally I don't really care. As long as he can join us, that's all that I really want to do. So 77, let's use Valor. There we go. Nice. And he's not going to join for free, unfortunately, but yes, as you can see, he is going to join for 1 dinar. Now, because I have 3.1 million gold, I'm actually going to spread that out a little bit, you know, because let's face it, if I have any cash to spare, and this actually might actually stand in real life as well. You know, I generally tend to be quite generous. I don't want to toot my own horn. But, you know, I mean, I don't have that much, but I like to be able to make people have enough for what they need to do. So I'm actually going to give this guy some cash because then he'll be able to field large armies. He'll be able to upgrade his things as well. I'm going to give him about 50k. Maybe, can I give him, yeah, 75k. Let's give him 75k. And he's probably going to get a whole bunch of relation from that as well, maybe? Ah, Legion of the Betrayed. Oh, yeah, look at that. We gained some relation with them as well. Yeah, I personally feel like the Legion of the Betrayed is a pretty cool minor faction. But it might that might be a misconception on my part. I'm not entirely sure about that at the moment. So here's Melodia. He's doing a siege against Varagos Castle. I actually don't... Nope, I don't need to help him one bit. He's already taken it. Absolutely, almost instantly right there. And I would like to be able to... Ooh, yeah. We should probably take these up here, shouldn't we? That kind of makes more sense in my opinion. So let me actually go on over to there. And we're actually going to be giving this to Joron, I suppose. Wow, huge amounts of people supporting him, actually, which is pretty crazy. I will just be supporting him with 50 influence. I don't really want a huge amount of relation with him or anything like that, and I don't really want to spend too much influence because I'm going to need that to form my armies. So let's see if I can do it. Ooh, now that's a big victory for us right there. As you can see in the text log right now, a whole bunch of Landians was taken prisoner by one of our armies, I suppose. Now, I am actually at Ov Castle right here. I have called for an army as well. Most of the vassals are about 1 to 2 days away, so it is going to take them a little bit of time to form, but hopefully that's not going to really affect our chances of success. Oh, hello there. Oh. Oh, that was interesting. That was actually extremely interesting right there. I was thinking to myself that we were going to have a big problem on our hands, but apparently this guy did not realize that I had a number of reinforcements coming in, and now he is basically, well, out of options, really. He's out of options. He can't really do anything against us. Ekarand, goodbye, sir. Yes, goodbye. You will have to reinforce your army and then come back and see what you can do. But that is not going to happen in my opinion. I think that he's probably just going to leave this to the wolves. Oh, it seems like... Oh, no. Oh, that's a large army that we just lost right there. Seems like both sides are losing quite a few units, and we're going to have to deal with that. So hopefully that big army that just defeated whoever it was is not going to come over here and say, oh, it's time to smash. Hopefully they won't do that, because otherwise they're just going to completely destroy us. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to lead an assault. It's almost 1,200 units against the enemy's 464. So we should have a pretty easy time of things. But obviously, well, it's me. So generally I tend to die quite often, but I'm just going to be getting out my shield way ahead of schedule and then literally just being a little bit cautious here and not just running up there anyway, anyhow, and getting shot in the face. You know, I'd like to actually survive a siege every now and again, you know, because it's not fun for me to be on the floor either, any more than it's fun for you to watch it. Anyway, it might be pretty fun to see me die in funny ways, but obviously, most of the time, I just end up falling off a ledge or something. I guess that is quite funny sometimes. But anyway, oh, nice hit. Nice hit. Yes. More hits. Yes. Great. Look at that. Nice damage. Nice oh, that was a headshot or a neck shot or something like that. That's pretty good. I'm liking this. Oh, this is going very nicely, actually. Yeah, these Sturgian archers are not really knowing what's up. Oh, look at that. Nice headshot there once again. Another one. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, what's going on here, Diggory? Who are you? Who are you? Because it seems like it's not Diggory, that's for sure. All right, let's head in here. See if we can do some damage. Here we go. Okay, got to be a bit careful here, actually, because as you know, the AI is supernaturally good at turning around. It's either that they are completely oblivious, or they are supernaturally good. So, I'm going to just kind of chill out here, try to do a little bit of damage. Not going to move around so much. I think the moving around maybe makes things a little bit janky for me. But anyway. Oh, hello. Slash him. Yeah. Oh, this is the exit point. Oh, that's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, this is the exit point, so I'm not going to really be able to kill too many units. Oh, he blocked. Did you see that? Wow. Did he literally block that? I think he parried it or something. Because I heard the weapon sound. But this is a good opportunity for me to level up my two-handed weapon proficiency, and it's also a really good opportunity for me to get a bit more used to using two-handed in these kinds of situations. And I believe that is indeed a victory. We have leveled up our athletics to 200, which is pretty fantastic. I'm not entirely sure what the trait is going to be, but I'm sure it's going to be something nice. Okay, there we go. That is indeed a victory. Thankfully, we were able to finish the siege before the optimization problem came in. As you could see at the end there, we were starting to lose some frames. But otherwise, there you go. All right, I'm going to take... actually, nah, taking any of these is basically pointless unless they are tier 4 or below, but it seems like I'm not able to, which is disappointing. But yeah, can't really do much about it. All right, let's take all the loot. And we have taken of Castle, which is exactly what we wanted to do. Now, what I'm actually hoping that we can do now is head on over to Omor and maybe indeed even take that. That would be pretty awesome if we could make it work. Let's have a look here. I'm going to give this to Joron, I guess, or not give it to him, but I'm just going to support him a little bit just to gain some additional relation with him. And we're just going to try and balance as much of the relation that we can with other vassals, so that maybe in the future they'll be more inclined to support us in our efforts. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what we can do here. Bear in mind that Of Castle only had about 30,000 HP on the walls, and as you can see, Omor has 50,000, which is actually not that good. So we should have an easy time here, or at least I hope so. We have already eaten through about 16 days worth of food, because I think I'm actually providing a little bit of food to my army as well, so that is maybe going to be a bit of a problem. All right, look at this. Well, just as I'm coming back, you know, hello there again. But yes, anyway, just as I'm coming back from the cutaway, we have a massive amount of Landians being taken prisoner once again. We also have our siege towers and various other things being built, and we also have our trebuchets already built and ready to attack the walls of Omor. And as you can see, we've done 17,000 damage already. This is crazy. I'm actually really surprised that we're doing so well in regards to our engineering skill. Less penalty from overburdened. Ooh, sounds good. Okay, happy with that. And we can also build fire versions of siege engines now, as well as do some other things in regards to leadership. 20% less influence needed to call parties to army might be kind of useful, but less cohesion decay might actually make more sense, because you do need to use influence to be able to rectify any cohesion problems. But I'm not entirely sure what the costs of each of these are going to be, because usually 20% of, I don't know, 20% of 80 or 60 or 50, it's pretty small, you know, it's a pretty small amount, and you only do that once, and then you have to do cohesion. So I'm thinking we'll probably take the cohesion, but I don't think it really makes that much difference. As you can see, though, how much is it going to cost me? Did it actually cost me anything right there? Yeah, it cost me a little bit. But you're going to need to do that quite often, like again and again. You know, it's kind of like a repeating cost or something like that. So that might very well make the difference in trying to reduce the amount that we have to spend. Anyway, oh, we can actually give this to me? Oh, I'm actually kind of surprised. Wow. Okay, I would not have anticipated this, but I don't know where Varexand Castle is, and I don't really have the time or the inclination to go over there and defend it. So I'm literally just going to leave it. If it was a Botanian castle, then I'd probably be like, yes, please give that to me, but I don't think it is. Is it? Oh, now I have to look, you know. Varexand Castle. Let's have a look. Where is it? I'm actually not sure. I actually don't know where this is, so I'm going to have to look for it in just a second. I think it's probably in VLANDIan territory somewhere, so I don't really care about it that much. I think they probably wanted to give it to me because it might be next to Praven or something like that, but obviously I haven't been back to Praven in a very long time indeed, so it might not even make sense for me to have it even then, you know? So I decided, hey, you know what, let's just not do that. If it was, as I say, a Botanian fief, then I would be more than happy to take it. I have wanted a Botanian fief for a very long time indeed, and I would love to be able to acquire one, but as it stands right now, it's probably not going to happen, is it? It's probably not going to happen, not unless I can take something and then just be lucky enough to be, you know, nominated to take ownership over it, but well, never mind. Okay, so the walls are now down. I guess it's about time that we go in and let's see what we can do. Bear in mind that this particular fief has double the amount of units in the garrison here than the previous castle, so we are probably going to be suffering a little bit more from the optimization problem that this version of the game still suffers from, but we'll see what happens, because the game has actually just been updated. The main branch, at least, has been updated to 1.4.2. I'm playing on 1.4.0, so I'm thinking that what I might do is upgrade to 1.4.1 and just get a bunch of mods that are compatible with that, or at least I hope that most mods will be compatible with that by now, because that has been the main branch for quite some time, you know, so it makes sense, right? Or at least I hope it does. Anyway, let's see if I can do some damage to these archers here. Okay, I'm gonna get him. Oh, that missed? Oh, hello. I'm so sorry, Botanian volunteer. There we go. Just wanted to try and murder the guys that are using the siege engines, because they're the ones that are going to maybe do quite a lot of damage, and it would be quite nice to eliminate them. This guy is taking my javelins like candy. What? He's so well armored. Imperial Sergeant Crossbowman. Ah, to be expected, is it not? Yes, to be expected. All right, so I'm basically in a. Oh, I can't jump over this. Can I not? I can't jump over that. Come on now. Putting an invisible wall there, I think that's a bit much, no? Hold on, never mind. Let's do some damage. It's going to be a bit problematic to get us through here, to be honest. I mean, that's the cool thing about Bannerlord. You can push through the lines of the enemy instead of it being like Bannerlord where you couldn't do that. So that's a nice change. But of course, they still have these kinds of situations where you're basically in a, well, they're basically a meat grinder. You're pretty much in a meat grinder in these situations. So that is not particularly good. Is there any other entranceway that I can use? I mean, I can use the main gate here. Maybe I shouldn't have built the siege towers and the battering ram and things. That might actually be causing us to lose more units than is necessary. I'm gonna jump. Oh yeah, there we go. Did I get in? I think I'm in, but I'm gonna, yes, I'm gonna die. I actually hoped that I'd be able to move and go past at that point, but unfortunately I wasn't able to for some reason. I don't exactly know why that was, but I think it's mainly because, look at these guys. They're literally just standing back here. It's not really helping for them to just stand back there, so I'm just going to speed things up a little bit. Our frame rate is going to go to, well, basically nothingness, and we'll see if we can maybe push forward and make our presence known. There we go. It seems like my forces are now starting to go in there, and we are now starting to get some kills. Let's actually stop the speed up, and let's see what happens. These guys are literally just standing here? Yeah. I think there needs to be some work on the AI a little bit, because it seems to me like these ranged units, I mean, some of them aren't even ranged, I don't think. But yeah, it seems like mostly ranged units are pretty much just standing outside, not doing anything. And I'm a bit weirded out by that, to be honest, because they're not actually even shooting the enemy, as you can see. They're not even shooting them. They're just kind of running around randomly, giving the enemy a chance to defend, which is not really what you want to see. Alright, so thankfully my people were actually able to penetrate the enemy's defenses finally. I think it is because the ranged units were finally told to charge in, and I think that is in general the... I mean, look at this. We still have a huge contingent of units right outside the walls. Obviously, these guys have all been killed. Whoa, that is... Is that actually a real model? Is that like a real model, or is that just like a prop or something like that? Because no, I'm actually not sure. If that's a real model that used to be a soldier and was moving around and everything, I think that is an extremely cool thing to see, because this guy's basically been impaled against the wall, and that, well, that never usually happened in Warband. So that's a nice improvement there. The damage modeling and the animations and the various things that you'll see in combat situations are much more polished. I mean, of course, you would expect that because it has been 10 years, you know. But otherwise, let's see if I can maybe rescue a couple of Battanians. No, seems like I'm not able to. I mean, that's the point. I'm already over my prisoner limit, unfortunately, because I have so many wounded units, but that's all right. That's not too bad. And there you go. We were able to take Omor, which is a pretty significant victory for us. As you can see, look at Battania. They are... wow. Oh, yeah. They are doing very nicely indeed. Let's vote for the new owner of Omor then. And who do we want to give it to? This guy, I guess? I mean, I don't really care, to be honest. It doesn't really matter to me who gets it. But, yeah, I'd actually like to ask someone to swap with me. I wouldn't mind getting... I'd like to take Sionon, actually. If I could take Sionon, that would be a fantastic thing for us to do. I'm going to disband the army, though, right now. And we're just going to let these guys do whatever they want to do. They're probably going to want to go in there and place some units in the garrison just to kind of defend it a little bit. And not entirely sure what's going on with this castle. Look at that. It's only got 44 people in there. Come on, guys. What are they doing? What are they doing? I don't exactly know, but I guess I'm just going to build some siege towers and stuff like that, and then we'll just head in there ourselves. Oh, it seems like they... oh, wow. They're restoring themselves very, very quickly indeed. That is not exactly nice. Ooh, nice. Corrine has actually given birth once again. Okay, that's actually really nice. And she's not dead as well. So that also is a big plus. And is this a guy? Yep, that is indeed a guy. All right, so I have no idea what to call this guy, to be honest. Shall I go for something funny or shall I go for something thematic? I'm sure a lot of people are saying thematic right now, so I'm going to go for something funny. Daggery. Yes, daggery. Okay, I'll give him a dagger. Should I give him a dagger? Yeah, when he grows up, I'll give him a dagger or something like that. Then he can literally be daggery. All right, let's use walk it off because that's much better in my opinion. Ooh, we have 225 and two-handed now. Damage to objects increased by 40%, or damage to horses increased by 20%. Is it just me, or is this trait extremely useless? Is it just me? I don't know, because 225 rating for two-handed, and all I'm getting is a flat percentage damage increase against random things that I don't really fight that often. I mean, if anything, I'm probably going to use the horse one much more, because objects, I don't really need to do damage to objects at the moment. So, this is actually very cool. All two-handed weapons are 10% more likely to crush through. That sounds like a cool thing. Also, knockdown, increased chance to knock down an opponent with a successful attack. They're both really cool. But here's the thing. I would prefer these two to just go away. And I'd prefer one of these to be on this line here, because that would probably increase the usability or the viability of these skills right here, instead of it just being some random percentage increase. Now, this is great. If I can get to 275, this is going to be super cool. A chance to block arrows with a two-handed weapon. I don't know what the chance is, of course, but whatever the chance is, it's going to be pretty fun to find out. Okay, can you join me? You know what? I should just call for some people to come along here. Let's see who's closest. No one. Mantios is closest. Let's just call for a very small army here. Just a small little blitz army, just to come along and help us out. You know what I'm going to do? I'm literally just going to go and auto-resolve into this fight, because we do have a pretty significant numbers advantage. And I personally feel like, well, if we're going to lose people, we might as well lose it to auto-resolve instead, because I don't really want to sit there watching all of my people get murdered. So I'm just going to go in for the auto-resolve right here and just take the castle straight up very, very quickly. And then we'll be able to move on. Because what I would actually like to do, now that we've taken this, what I would actually like to do is go and see whether I can maybe ask someone to potentially swap fiefs or something like that. Because Praven is a pretty good fief actually to have. It is far away from the front lines, and it has a pretty decent prosperity, at least as far as I'm aware. Wait a minute, has it been taken? No, it hasn't been taken, but it is surrounded by enemies. Which, oh, there's Varexand Castle. So yeah, I was correct, and it was actually close by to Praven. And that's the main reason why they were, I assume, nominating me for the honor of having it. So yeah, that's not something that I'm really subscribing to right now. I'm not really going to be a big fan of that. So I'm going to literally just make my way back. And maybe we'll see how many units are in Sionon's garrison, because that's a pretty important thing for us to go for, in my opinion. Let's actually start leveling up a couple of our people as well. It's about time that I actually do this. It's been a while since I have gone into my party screen, of course. Because time's a-wasting, and we've got to take as many fiefs as we possibly can. Because there's no doubt going to be a peace declaration being made relatively soon. We know how the VLANDians can be. They can be very slippery. You know, one time they're declaring war on you, and then another time they're like, oh no, but you know, don't do anything, please. You know, sort of thing. So anyway, there's Aldrich right there. I could potentially try to persuade him, but as we know, he is a bit of a stickler. So it is a bit difficult for me to do that. But otherwise, I'm going to be moving on over to our various villages that we have massive amounts of relation with. And hilariously enough, you are going to be able to recruit from them if you have a good relation with them. So you're going to be able to do that. Oh, no, please don't raid my village. Literally, one unit. Yes, that's the problem when there's wartime and things like that. Everyone's just literally running around all over the place and recruiting troops, and it's very difficult to keep up with that. Okay, so wait a minute. Let's have a look here. Yes, we need to do a quest for this guy. Okay, bandit base. Let's do it. Let's do it. This is going to give a massive amount of relation increase, and once we have done this, I should be able to get many more good units to help us out. So let's have a look. Where is it? Oh, it's this one. Oh, it's just turned to nighttime. Go, 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 go. Quickly. Yeah, there we go. We could go straight in. Nice. That's great. Okay, let's just tell everyone to charge, tell everyone to fire at will. I'm going to bring out my thrown weapons just so I can use my shield. And then we'll, you know, change to two-handed when we get a little closer. There we go. Nice. Oh, he died. Nice. Oh, headshot. Yes. That is what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Very nice indeed. Okay, so shield up. Make sure that we can just move a little bit closer here and there. Let's do a nice headshot. Yeah, nice headshot. Oh, I actually got shot in the neck. Did you see that? I got shot in the neck. That's not very nice of him. Oh, there we go. He moved. Oh, well, never mind. The best thing that I can pretty much do is just basically stay alive. I mean, I'm pretty sure that my units will be able to achieve a victory here, even without me. But I'd kind of like to stay alive, at least just to have some decent HP for potential fights that might very well occur, because we are extremely close to VLANDian territory, and this is one of those areas that we can be cornered on very easily. So we should be a bit careful about that as well. All right. No, I think we're good. I think we're good. There's one more over there. Let's see if I can get him. Ah, I was hopeful for the long range shot over there. Okay, so should I duel this guy? It might be fun, but I am actually very low in HP, and I could potentially die and then fail the quest. But I'm going to duel him. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, he's going for the overhead. Oh, he didn't block. He didn't block. That was just a I don't know, glancing blow that I was doing right there. I wasn't actually intending to kill him, but okay, apparently he didn't block. I mean, I was intending to kill him, of course, but you know what I mean. I was basically just kind of lucking out right there. I really didn't think that that would result in a kill, but very nice. Good. Very pleased to see that. Okay, so let's just take all the loot, and we have now increased our relation with him. We gained some honor as well. Look at that, we increased our relation by 14. It's not as good as the Rescue Daughter quest, unfortunately, but it's hopefully going to enable us to recruit a little more over here. And we should probably go and make our way over to Gainseth as well. Gainseth is another place where we can get some noble units from. Ormondfard Castle. I have no idea where this is, but I guess I'll give it to this guy. Or not give it to him, but you know what I mean. Just support him and gain some relation. Alright. Sounds good to me. Okay, so let's go to Gainseth, see what I can do about gaining some more units, because we have 142. It should be pretty good to try and... Oh, this guy's never giving me any tasks, but look at how many noble units he has available. It's just ludicrous. He never gives me any tasks. I really don't know why. But, yeah, it seems like we're actually taking Hongard Castle right here as well. This is pretty crazy. And look at this, we're taking this too? Wow. The Batanians are just attacking from all different sides. It's pretty awesome to see that. Alright, so we do have some more units to level up here. A very small amount, in fact. And what we're going to be doing is I'm going to go to the kingdom screen right here, and I'm actually going to have a look at the fiefs, and we're going to see if I can maybe swap something. So what about Cairban Seth? I would like to be able to swap this. So shall we do it? It's 400 influence, which is pretty significant. So, oh, yes. Okay, here we go. Here we go. They're actually giving it to me. I think they are going to be giving it to me. I'm going to spend 50 relation. Yeah. There we go. Okay, he hates my guts now. Well, he doesn't hate us, but, you know. He, yes. Okay. What? Oh. I thought it was actually going to be giving it to me, but I'm actually just bringing it forward to be given to someone else. Disappointment. Oh, well, never mind. I suppose that's just going to be how it is going to be. And otherwise, I suppose that will be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.